And good morning, everyone. Let's get those lineups set for Fantasy Week 6. Welcome to FFT Express. All right, we've got a game coming up in about an hour and a half, so we're going to give you the news that you need to know, and there's a lot today, and it starts with the weather, Heath. We've got bad weather in Carolina, right, you said, and bad weather in Baltimore. Not as bad, I guess, as Carolina. The Carolina one's a little surprising, I guess. I knew about the Baltimore one, but
Well, I think there's a nor'easter off
yeah.
the coast of Carolina, and just like we always tell people, go check and see what Kevin Roth says because he's the weatherman. We're not, but it does sound like they've got winds of 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 35. Not as much rain there. There's going to be rain in Baltimore, but the winds are 15 with gusts up to 30. So it's you probably don't want to start a kicker in Carolina. You probably don't want to start a kicker in Baltimore. And it's
Number one kicker. That's Brandon Aubrey we're talking about here. That's tough. He's got such a leg.
I mean, I'm not. Listen, I say that if I have Brandon Aubrey on my team, I'm not going to make another roster move for a kicker.
I love Dak this week. I mean, this is really tough. This might be one where we wait until closer to game time. I mean,
yeah,
and I'm telling you, I'm not saying like maybe you want to start Bo Nix and Justin Fields over Dak and Stafford and all that, and right, and
yeah, it's not quite as big of a downgrade for Stafford it is for Dak, and I think we had as a group Stafford ahead of Dak at the beginning of the week. So I would feel better about starting Stafford than Dak. But like another thing we're getting ready to talk about, Justin Herbert was between those guys, and he may have gotten a little bit worse also.
He may have. He is Quentin Johnston. Looks like he's not going to play, but we'll get to that in a minute. But what about the Cardinals? Let's start. I want to go to the Cardinals because Kyler Murray is likely out today.
Yeah, and it's like Jacoby Brissett. You obviously don't want to start, but we didn't want to start Kyler Murray anyway. Kyler Murray's passing efficiency this year has been pretty awful. I'm not going to go away from Trey McBride. I think it's probably actually a small boost to Michael Carter. And it makes me want to start Marvin Harrison Jr. quite a bit less.
Right. Marvin Harrison Jr. would be the big one there. So, George Pickens, Marvin Harrison Jr., are these guys going to be in your top 24?
George Pickens will stay in my top 24. Marvin Harrison Jr. will not.
Another thing I wanted to mention about Baltimore, if you're thinking about starting Bryce Young, is not only are they going to be dealing with, Matthew Stafford. Not only are they going to be dealing with bad weather, but also Baltimore getting two defensive backs back. Marlon Humphrey, their slot corner, and Kyle Hamilton, their safety. I still would really like Matthew Stafford if the weather were good, but
right. I don't think the weather in Baltimore is not one that would generally cause me to change my projections.
All right.
I mean, it's a yellow-orange, so it's right on the line, and that's why we're going to wait till closer to kickoff. But the wind in Carolina is more of a concern than it is in Baltimore.
Okay. So Jamar Chase expected to play. He's got an illness. The Commanders situation is a rough one here. Terry McLaurin is out. Noah Brown is out. Another wide receiver. And then Deebo Samuel is questionable, and we don't know if he's going to play. And this is a Monday game. So what are we doing here?
Go see if Luke McCaffrey's available. If you want to wait for Deebo. That's, I think, probably it's not something you're going to feel good about. You could also see if who's the other game on Monday, because there's two of them this week, right?
Buffalo, Atlanta.
Buffalo. So you could go see if Ray McLeod is available because Darnell Moody's going to be out for the Falcons.
Right. But, if you have to make a decision, McCaffrey's 30% rostered, and if you have just a flex spot, you can look at Zach Ertz too. But are you going to try to get Deebo in your lineup right now, or are you going to play it safe?
I'm going to try to get Deebo in my lineup because he's a top 12 wide receiver.
Yeah.
And he's facing the Bears. And so I really like to wait it out. And wide receiver's terrible.
And then there's the Jaden Daniels thing too. I mean, is Jaden Daniels a top 10, top 12 quarterback?
So Jaden Daniels is in my projections right now, QB 14, in my rankings, QB 11. I think it's really close between him and Justin Fields. And I have more confidence in Jaden Daniels not doing something awful. So I've got Daniels 1 spot higher.
Yeah, this is a tough week right now. This is the first week we've had a ton of these types of injuries, and then two things on Monday night because Kincaid is also questionable. So we're going to talk about more when we come back on Fantasy Football Today Express. All right, so Quentin Johnston, as Heath mentioned earlier, Quentin Johnston trending toward missing today's game. What does this mean for the Chargers passing game?
Well, I think we were kind of having the debate about whether you could start 2 Chargers wide receivers or 3 Chargers wide receivers this week. And now we know, or we think it's 2. You shouldn't have much concern about starting Ladd McConkey as a top 24 wide receiver, maybe top 20. And Keenan Allen, for me, was already a must start and remains a must start.
Justin Herbert?
A slight downgrade, but I'm still going to have him as a top 8 guy. I mean, it's nice when you are missing your most productive wide receiver and you look and you still have Keenan Allen and Ladd McConkey.
Right. Zay Flowers is expected to play. Jalen Coker is out. He will not make it back this week. Calvin Austin is out for Pittsburgh. Juwan Jennings is questionable. So this is obviously a big one here. We've gotten a lot of Kendrick Bourne questions. And what do you think?
We are currently projecting Jennings, but it's a bit of a guess. Is that a 3 o'clock game?
Yeah, it's at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. It's a weird timing. Jennings would be right around wide receiver 30 for me, assuming he plays, which right now we do have him projected to play. It's going to knock Bourne back to the back end of the top 48. If Jennings is scratched or if he's not playing, then I just put Bourne right around where I have Jennings, which is low end wide receiver 3.
Darnell Mooney is out. Dalton Kincaid is questionable. What do we think about Kincaid?
I mean, I think I saw somebody in one of my leagues pick up Dawson Knox. That's probably the easiest thing to do, is then you can just wait it out. If you want to just take a 0 at tight end, I've heard people are doing that type of thing now. But there's probably not someone I'm going to pick up off of waivers and just start them over Dalton Kincaid on Sunday. He's been so good.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to wait until Monday, you could look at either of the Bears tight ends, right? Because Colston Loveland's
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's back. You think he's back? We think he's back, right?
We're ranking him.
Okay. And if he's out, then you could go to Cole Kmet. Let's see what else we got. Detroit left tackle Taylor Decker is out. Alvin Kamara is expected to play, and according to Ian Rappaport, not expected to be traded. You're looking at the Jacksonville-Seattle game. 3 starting Seattle defensive backs, including 2 corners, are likely out for this game. So this might be, and they've been injured in the secondary, but they're very injured now. Reek Willen and Devin Witherspoon, one of them has already been out. The other's doubtful. Julian Love, a safety, he's doubtful. So great opportunity for Jacksonville. Nyheim Hines is going to be active for the Chargers. Does that change anything for you in terms of Vidal and Haskins?
I guess I'll probably take a couple of points of target share away from them. I don't think Nyheim Hines is going to get getting carries, but he might see a target or 2.
Okay, and Jatavian Sanders is questionable. We'll see if I can pick up a few questions here. Let's see. Sorry, I was reading something. I said it out loud. Starting Jake Tongas over Kincaid.
I think that's one where you can go ahead and do that, yeah.
And look at this guy just coming in here and bragging. Rashee Rice, CeeDee Lamb, and Emeka Buka, one of the greatest wide receiver rooms in fantasy.
Well, not this week.
Who would even listen to this guy? Right? I mean, like, what a jerk to come in here, just brag about your roster. It's disgusting.
I know. I have a team with CeeDee Lamb and Rashee Rice, and I'm not feeling super braggy about it today.
Good. You shouldn't be. This guy's disgusting.
I think it's 2 and 4, and neither one of them are playing, so not great.
So I know this guy. He's
okay.
His team is like 5-0. He's insane. So just loves to brag.
It's good to be 5-0 and have those guys on the
his team's incredible. Jennings or Hunter Henry at flex?
I'll go Jennings as long as he's active.
Yeah, but you got to make that decision at 1. So
then I'll hope that we get a tweet this morning.
Yeah, you might have to just start Henry. Io Manor, RJ Harvey, Malik Washington, Jacoby Myers, or Calvin Ridley.
Listen, I know it's been a disappointing couple weeks for Jacoby Myers, but this is not the level that he has fallen to for me. I'm starting Jacoby Myers.
Juwan Johnson or Evan Ingram?
Juwan Johnson is long. Did he get off the injury report? Because he was questionable last I saw.
Let's double check. We got to make this decision soon. Juwan Johnson is cleared to play.
Okay. Juwan Johnson.
Justin Fields or Bo Nix?
I will go with. I'm going to go with Bo Nix.
All right, do two more here. Michael Carter, Jalen Warren, or Brian Thomas Jr.?
I will take Carter.
Okay, I might put a little faith in Brian Thomas Jr. this week, but all right, I think let's go Carter. McBride or Tyler Warren?
This guy's bragging. These are the ones where I have to. I will go with McBride.
Who's bragging?
He's got McBride and Tyler Warren.
Oh, this guy. Oh, okay. Thought we had another just revolting text from Brad. I just got a text from Brad. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you at 8:30 a.m. Half an hour from now, I'll be answering your questions. Good luck.